there. Okay. Good evening. Hi, everybody. Hi, Susie. Karen from Michigan. Oh, it's late where you are, huh? Oh, great. Hope the doggies don't start barking. Okay. Hi, Shannon. I'm just going to wait a sec just in case there was anybody that kind of followed along with the tutorial last night. Just wait a moment and see. Hi, Regina. While we're waiting, let me show you some of the stuff that you will need if you want to make this head. Alright, you're going to need some tacky glue or whatever kind of glue. Ah, thank you for sharing, Regina. Thank you. You'll want some tacky glue, and you will want some gold glitter. This is, I prefer the extra fine. You can use any kind of glitter that you prefer, but you want gold if you want it to look like the one I did. Of course, you want your white paint. I prefer Deco Art out of all the paints that I use. You will want a burgundy colored paint. This is what I use for her lips. Move this microphone closer to me. You will want black, of course. We need black for the outline. I don't know yet. I'm going to use probably going to use a burnt umber. If you have like a really dark chocolate brown, that'll work too. I'm going to use cadmium orange. And I don't know, I might use the lemon yellow by Folkart or the canary. I really like the canary with Deco Art. This is a satin paint. It's really nice and bright. What else? I'm going to use an evergreen by Deco Art for the leaves, and then I'll add a little bit of maybe Hauser light green. That's what I put here, so I guess that's what I'll be using. I might add a little bit of burnt orange. Okay, so you're going to want some outliner brushes. If you're going to do her eyeshadow with a blend, the way I do it, I use a 1/2 inch angled brush. So I'll show you on the head that I'm doing. It's not a blended eyeshadow, but last night I mentioned that I would show you guys how to do that if you want to do that kind of eyeshadow. And then I just have this, what number is this? I don't even know. I can't see, but it's just kind of pointy. It's just kind of help when I'm blending and stuff. And I grabbed this little flat brush. It's a number 10. So, and then you're going to want also something to apply your tacky glue. Whatever you want to use. I mean, you could even use a Q-tip. Whatever you want to use is fine. Okay, I hope you guys can all hear me okay. Okay, let's see. Hi, Judith. Oh, wow, all the way from Florida. Awesome. You're way over far. I'm in California. Hi, Lourdes. Susie Love and shared. Can't wait to watch. Aw, thank you, Susie. Hi, Jamie. Anne, thank you, Anne. Brush buddy. All right. Yeah, if you guys would share, that would be awesome. And thumbs up, that would be great. Or if you know anybody that you think might be interested, just tag them in the comments or share it to your page. I do have a couple of other colors off to the side. I might look into Just so you know, it's a holly green and a leprechaun, and I grabbed a spice pumpkin. I don't know yet though, just in case. I do all, I'll do almost exactly the same as the head, of course, that because it's in order, but just to add a little more brightness and stuff's not gonna hurt, not gonna change the look. I pulled out a bright yellow too, but I don't know if I'll use that. So just so you know, this is probably going to be kind of a long tutorial. So, you might want to watch the replay, no problem if you get bored, because, I got to outline everything, and then the blending, it does get a little long. Hi, Bobby. My brother Robert is here. Hi, Harless. Thank you so much for blessing the page. Susie, I can hear. Okay, good. You can hear me clear. Awesome. Okay. So, just like last night, I will try to look up at the comments as much as I can, but if I linger too long on the comments, this will take even longer. So I'll try to catch your comments and answer any questions. If I miss any, I'm sorry. I will definitely come back tonight after the live and read them. And I also have to put a couple more spots on the snow leopard, just a few more that she would like. So I'll do that probably when I'm done with this live, so I can send her a picture. Just in case she's watching, I don't want her to think I forgot. And then some of you, because I've been doing nothing but orders, trying to catch up on all my orders. If you have an order with me, sorry, I'm just running behind because I have so many orders. And I'm not taking any new ones until July 20th because I'm so booked up. But if you have orders, I am working on them. The people that pre-ordered the Wicked Pumpkin, I have most of your orders done. I'll try to get pictures out and invoicing for the balances maybe by tomorrow. We'll see. Okay? Okay, I guess that's all. I'm good. I love watching her paint her heads. Love what? Aw. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to dip my it's number 10 outliner in some water and then just dab it, and I'm going to go straight to my black. And we're going to start outlining this. I like to just dip my paint brush right inside the bottle. So let's get going on this. I'm going to do the petal outlines first, so there's a chance for them to dry before I go in and start coloring them. And I angled the camera close in hopes that you have a good view. Don't worry if your outline comes out too dark. I mean too wide or thick of lines, because you're going to go in there anyway and paint right over, so you could thin them out that way. Go ahead and do this. I don't know, maybe I should have outlined this first, huh? Drawing it's actually the easy part. This is the longest part of doing this head, is outlining the petals and painting in the petals. Once you get this done, it's not as bad. It waited too long to. Well, if you get paint on the base, you'll just have to do your touch-ups at the end. So you know, I believe this is natural beige that I'm using on this head. You can use any flesh tone. If you like the lighter shades, rosy beige is pretty. If you want really, really light, there's sugar peach. If you like some nice color, a darker color, that cafe latte is really, or latte, I still don't know how to pronounce it. That's pretty color. You know, there's warm beige. But if I'm doing a lighter, you can also get a paint called flesh tone. I use rosy beige a lot. Oh, hi Sandy. First time watcher from MD. That's Maryland, right? Thank you so much for joining. How do you get the head so smooth? I have two of them. I've never done them. You want to use Mod Podge. Mod Podge is your key. I do have a tutorial on my website on how to get a very smooth surface before you paint. It's a popular tutorial. It's really cheap. It's only $4.99. But your goal is when you go and buy your heads, you want to make sure you get a head that has very little pitting in it with no dents. And then you'll use your Mod Podge. If you do have a lot of pitting, you just can't seem to get a smooth finish on it, get yourself some Floral Craft smooth finish, and you can put that on your styrofoam, and that'll help you with the really bad pitting. And it's really nice. You can paint right over that stuff. Put it on or before or after Mod Podge, that don't matter either. But that, just trying to get a smooth finish can be quite time consuming, but I tell you, it is definitely worth it, taking the time to get your smooth finish. Because there's nothing worse than creating a beautiful head. You know, you have all this nice detail and you're so happy with how it turned out, and then once it's painted, all you see is all these pitted, that you would be very disappointed. So definitely, if you are going to make one, take the extra time to work on your head to get rid of, the pitting and stuff. And again, if you find a head that doesn't have a lot of pitting, it's so much easier for you. Norma's here. I see somebody said hi, Norma. Hi, Norma. There you are. This head is a slightly time-consuming head. But if you make it, I think you will be very, very happy with your results. Okay, that's like the longest part, trying to get that part done. Well, no, I shouldn't say that's the longest part. When you start trying to blend, that's the longest part, but this is kind of long too. So now I'm just going to outline her eyes. Her eyelids are going to have gold glitter. Shoot, I hope I brought my gold. Did I? Sorry. You want some gold paint too. I forgot to mention that. Even though you're going to be putting glitter, you want an undercoat of gold so that for some reason, if you lose some of that glitter, you're not even going to be able to tell because you're going to have that gold paint underneath it. Okay? And that goes for any kind of, if you're using glitter on anything, make sure you put an undercoat of whatever color glitter you're using. Just doing this outline. After I do the outline, I think we'll work on, I'll do her eyebrow, then I'll do the eyeshadow. Okay, let's see. Let's do her eyebrow. I'm unable to send out, we used to be able to use the bot to send out notification to people that subscribed to notifications, but now there's so many rules that can't use it. So I think on the live there should be 3 dots in the corner, and I think if you click on it, it'll say, you know, get notified when creepy holiday stuff goes live. So you can click on there, I believe, so that you could be notified whenever I go live. Okay, so if you remember, we did the lines yesterday here, but those are going to get covered by the paint when I paint the lipstick, and then we'll just redo the lines. But let me see. Okay, this is the side yesterday that I said that it wasn't quite right. See how nice that pencil just comes right off. It's wash, or what is it? Sketch and wash. I love them. You can't remove pencil that easy. So I recommend getting that kind of pencil. Makes it so much easier to correct mistakes. Forgot about this leaf. Oh, awesome, Sandy. So it did work. It's the 3 little dots, right? On the top of the live on the right side. Is that where it is? I think so. Okay. Big old leaf here. So I posted today an event on my page. It's for the Halloween extravaganza auction. I finally have a date. I believe it's You'll have to go on my page to check. I think I put the 22nd. Here's the pencils I use. Sketch and Wash. Oh my god, they're awesome. Um, so yeah, it's for that, for the special auction. So if you're interested in picking up some heads for some really good prices, go to my events and click if you're interested or going. So then you'll be reminded when the date gets closer. I just had to redo this because it was not looking right. Still looks kind of... I think that's close enough. And then I think I'm going to do my witch head tomorrow. Awesome. Were you still wanting to do the body, the painting for the body, Jessica? Or did you change your mind? Are you going to put the head in a wreath or arrangement? And also, are you going to do it on a live? Because I would love to watch, if you know what time. Okay, let's outline this part. Try not to go too thick on that line. Thinner is better. I want to see what Jessica says. Hold on. What do you seal your heads with? Love them. Sheila, I seal my heads with Duraclear. This one happens to be satin. I've used satin. There's gloss. There's matte. I highly recommend using the gloss for the eyes and the lips. Also, if I have heavy glitter, for example, this head is going to have glitter on the eyes and the nose. So I will Duraclear her head, but I'm going to do a zap of the acrylic sealant by Krylon on her glitter parts, because that will really make sure I get a nice seal and I'm not going to lose the glitter. It's going in a wreath. I have another idea for the body. I'll message you back. Okay, sounds good, Jessica. Let me know if you know what time. Can you let me know what time? I'd love to watch your live if you're going to do it in a live. Okay. Let's go to this side. Okay. Yes, I plan on doing it on a live. I'll send you a message when it's time. Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. For any of you interested, Jessica, if you would like to post your link, Jessica has ordered some heads for me, and she ordered a witch head that, oh, I just love the way it looked. And she's gonna do a live putting it in a wreath. So if you haven't checked out her page, definitely check it out. She makes really beautiful things. So you can share your page here if you'd like. Okay. Just not very colorful right now. I don't want to do too thick of an outline because I just need it as a guide, because the burgundy is pretty dark. Okay, there's our outline. can actually put these on here so we have a guide on where to go over the lips once they're painted. Okay. Hi, Evelyn. There's Gary. Hi, Gary. You are as talented as Jessica. Whoops. Hey, hold on. I was reading a nice compliment and started scrolling. Aw, thank you, Bobby. That's super sweet. Yeah, there's Jessica's business page, just in case crafts. Oh no, okay. Sorry, you got my whole shoulder on the screen. I can't wait until you're taking orders. Oh, I know. I feel so bad. But what happened was I had tons of orders, and then my daughter ended up having surgery. And I've been staying back and forth. Some days I come home, some days I stay the night, but I've been going over there and helping her with the family, you know, making dinner every night and helping with the dogs and the kids. And so I take what I can to her house. But I've have fallen behind, so I've been working my butt off trying to get caught up, because I also want to do my special heads for the Halloween extravaganza in August, that auction. I want to get a good amount of heads done for that, so I'm going to catch up. I will definitely catch up, and if everything goes well, it looks like by July 20th, I should be good to start taking orders. Okay, so I wanted to show you ladies, some of you that may not want, let me show you what I'm doing. This will make it easier for anybody that may not have saw last night's tutorial. Okay, so this is the head I'm doing. Now on her eyeshadow I did there is just very simple. It's really dark, just a, you know, curved right over the eyelid, the upper eyelid. But there's also, you can blend, which is very pretty too. I don't want to do it on this head because this head is actually ordered to look like, you know, the head I've done before, and there was no blending. But let me just show you how to do a blend. Give me one sec. I'm going to go get a head that is dented and I'm not going to use. Okay, so this is a head. This is a Hobby Lobby head. You can see the difference. I mentioned to you, look at the difference in size. One is taller. She has a much longer neck. I won't be using her because I ordered a batch. They came in all dented. Yeah, I could sit here with some smooth finish and do some work on her, but I don't have time. So I'm going to show you whoever wants to do blending on the eye. So we're going to go with just dark chocolate and white. Okay, so what you'll want to do, get your dark color, whichever color you're going to use, and then we'll do a white that goes on top part under the eyebrow. You'll want to get your angled brush, dip it in some water, and then just kind of dab it like that. So hopefully you can see this okay. Maybe I can go down a little bit. Well, not really. Sorry. The pointed end. The part that's going to be closest to the bottom of the eye, dip it in that part. It's like that. Turn it, dip the other end in the white, like that. Just go back and forth. Do this a couple of times because this is what will fill your brush up. All the little bristles, hairs, fill it up with paint. You want to make sure you have enough paint in there so that when you're doing your stroke, you don't run out of paint. So just get it on there good. And then I just dab the front and the back because sometimes it clumps right there. Shelby, no, 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 no. No, Mama, not right now. Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay? So, take your head. And let me do a... It's easier as a guide if you have an eyebrow. Let's just pretend she has a pretty arched eyebrow. Okay. Let's say there's her eyebrow. Oh, but if your eyes are open, see, I'm so unprepared. We're just going to do a little simple. There we go. Okay, let's say you're doing a head with an eyeball. Okay? Take your brush, start right at the corner. You're going to have sharp edges, okay? Unless you know you have a spray gun, a spray paint thingy to spray. Other than that, it's going to be sharp edges, but it still looks nice. So you start there, go up high to the eyebrow, come around, go down. Turn it around, flip your brush, do the same thing. And don't worry if you go over your eyebrow, you fix that again. Load up your brush some more. And then turn it back around and come down by the eye itself and follow that line. Just like that. And you can fix all this later, don't worry about that. Do the same thing going the other way. And you just do that back and forth until you get, you know, the blend you like. And it looks really pretty. I've done it on a lot of my heads. The higher the eyebrow, then the more you got to go back and forth and try to, you know, fix the blend. But you get the idea, right? I ended up making it more white. It does look nice if you do it slower. Take your time. I blended it too much and I got mixed the brown with the white. So anyway, there you have it. Okay? You could always practice it on a piece of paper too for anybody that wants to try, you know, just to get comfortable with the stroke. Anyway, it looks super pretty. This eye, I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see. Oh, please like it, follow her. She's amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you all so much. Wow, thank you guys for sharing. I never have 57 people watching. What the heck? I turned away and now there's like all these people. That's so cool. Okay. So since there's new people in here, I'm just going to show them really quick. This is what I'm doing. I drew this last night on a tutorial and now I'm painting it tonight. Okay? Alright, let's get back to this. So, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do, let me do her lips. Let's get her lips. We're going to use the burgundy for her lips. You're welcome. What is the average amount of time it takes you to complete paint a head? I spend, watch out, Popo. Yeah, right. In my group, I'll do tutorials in my group, and they average about an hour and a half. Okay, sometimes 2 hours if I take my time. It just depends on the design. It depends on what kind of head I'm making.
That's if you're doing no talking.
If I'm doing no talking, it's faster, yeah. This burgundy is a beautiful color, but it takes so many coats of paint. So many coats. So I like to get started on it so that I could get a coat every so often on here, you know, let it dry and do another. But it's really pretty. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Also, for any of you that is interested in wanting to learn um, more about drawing and painting on styrofoam heads, I do have a group called the Creepy Corner. It is a subscription group. It's $15 a month. You can cancel anytime. Have a lot of fun. I do pre-recorded tutorials, group live tutorials, monthly giveaways. Um, it's a lot of fun, and there's a good amount of tutorials in there already. Any tutorials that I sell on my website are free to members also. So if you're interested, I do have a pinned post on my page. Okay, let's see. All right, so now we're going to move to, I'm going to go with a burnt umber. You want a really deep, dark brown to go around the eye. And the same color we go around the eye is what we're going to use as eyeshadow over here. What's wrong, Mama? I have a lab. She's been having a rough time with the fireworks. She's still nervous. Janelle, thank you. First time watching. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. This one and this particular head is really going to take some time. Um, I was asked how long it usually takes to do a head. This one is one of the longer ones because all the blending and stuff. So I normally, whoa, Popo, Popo, lay down, Mom. I normally don't do something this with this much work on my live, but it was a custom, so I thought I'd just do it because I'm going to do it anyway. So I might as well show everybody. So we'll just get our first coat on here. This sunflower head, she would look gorgeous in a wreath. She would look gorgeous with florals decorated on top. Could also attach her to a stand. She would look so pretty on a stand and just display her, you know, just as she is. Or if somebody has a greenhouse, oh, how pretty she would look on a table. Okay. Just getting this first coat in here. My lab is off as well. I want to learn from you. Yeah, my lab, she, for 2 weeks now, all the way leading up to 4th of July, she's been on medication, and I purchased her a thunder vest, and I have to tell you, I highly, highly recommend it. But the bottom line is, if you have a dog that, if you're able to wrap your arms around your dog with them not minding and they seem to comfort a little bit, the thunder vest will work. If your dog does not let you do that, then it's likely it won't work. Heather is an awesome teacher. Always time to answer. Oh, thank you, Candy. Yolanda, first time watching from Forest, North Carolina. Wow, you guys are all, a lot of you are up so late, huh? Back east. Thank you so much for taking time to join. A lot bad service. This plant. Uh-oh, somebody has bad service. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm missing comments because I don't have Norma here. Norma is usually here. She helps me out um, reading the comments, but I'm in my back room right now, and it's really small area that I work on the heads when I'm back here. Oh, I need to join your group. I would love to have you join, Rachel. It's a lot of fun. I think you'd really enjoy it, and would love to have you. If anybody does join after you go to the wow, I can't even talk, pin post, click on the link. It'll take you to PayPal, and it's $15 a month. Again, you can cancel anytime. After you do that, just go back to my page, and then you go to click on groups, and you'll see Creepy Corner, and you request to join, and then I'll go in and approve your request. How did you get started painting mannequin heads? Okay, so I started doing wreaths. Here, I'm going to paint this while I talk because I know it'll make it take too long if I stopped working. I was doing wreaths, and I just loved making wreaths. I still love making wreaths. But one day, um, I saw a head, and it's actually from a lady that I don't even see much anymore. I'd have to look her up. Um, and she had it was painted similar to like a Day of the Dead. And wow, it caught my eye. I was amazed. And I've always painted and drawn since I was a little girl. And I never did it on a styrofoam head. And I'm like, wow, I wonder, I never thought of that, you know? My mom always had wigs and stuff. She loved to wear different style wigs and had wig heads, but I never painted on one. So I saw that and it was over. I went to town. I had so many ideas. And my very first ones, I believe, was the Grape Goddess and the Mob Lady. And those were very just pretty, kind of elegant. Actually, I think I only did lipstick and some eyelashes. And from there, I went crazy. I went on Pinterest and looked up makeup, Halloween makeup and stuff like that. Started getting inspired by there. I buy my mannequin heads at Michael's, Joann's. You can get them also at Sally's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Beverly's. I highly recommend if hopefully you have a store nearby that you can buy them from, because when you order them by mail, you're taking a chance on getting some um, really, they could be dented. You just don't know what you're going to end up with. Like I mentioned last night, I lost a good amount of money on heads coming in just all damaged, you know. So if you can get to a store, you're able to pick your own heads, that's your best bet. Okay, I'm going to go back in for a second coat with a pointier brush to get better coverage. You're the first person I've ever seen. Oh, awesome. I know it's like kind of popular. I see a lot of heads, a lot of beautiful heads out there. Everybody kind of has their own style. I like to do a big variety. You'll find me making everything under the sun. Something elegant, a cartoon character, sea monkeys in love, Frankenstein. I mean, I just love doing a variety. Some come with some unique ideas. Thank you, Portia. So when someone designs on the head, do you insert things directly into the head? Yes. Do you use gaps and cracks on, or do you use? I just insert directly on the head with a dab of hot glue. that works perfectly fine. Perfect. First time watching. Missy Taylor, thank you. First time watching. Please, if anybody new here, sorry, my name is Heather, and I would love for you to follow and like my page. And also, if you have a YouTube, you can find me there. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. And don't forget to click the little notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube. I also have an Instagram and Pinterest. Pick your own head. Laura, that's funny. Okay. Prep is Mod Podge, but you might also need a little bit of Florocraft smooth finish if you have heavy pitting. I know I've actually had a few people say, well, how come you don't use Mod Podge as a seal once you're done? Honestly, I do not like to. And another thing about Mod Podge, when you're dealing with glitter, you take a chance of losing that sparkly, pretty shine from the glitter by using Mod Podge. But you can use Mod Podge if you want to. You can. Okay. Candlesticks. Okay. Okay, Poe. Hold on. I gotta shut my bedroom door because she's gonna knock over all my stuff. Hey, Ron. Can you keep her in there? She's gonna knock my camera over. And if you can bring me a Dr. Pepper, I love you. Okay, I'm going to get another coat on the lips, and then we need to get started on the petals because those take a while. So where's my burgundy? Nice to meet you as well, Missy. You're up late too, all the way from Kentucky. Floated your boat. I don't know, I might have missed the comment for that one. Oh, first time watcher from Louisiana. Or it's Louisiana, right? Not Louisiana, Louisiana. I always thought it would be fun to go visit over there. Thanks for joining, Christine. Oh, wait, did I already say hi to Haley? First time watching and shared. Love it. Aw, thank you. Thank you all who have shared. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys check out my event. My Halloween extravaganza auction is scheduled for August. You have to look at the event. I think it's August 22nd on a Saturday. That is where you have the opportunity to pick up some really nice heads for some low prices. Thank you, love.
I'm tired.
Huh? What? What are you looking for?
My hair.
Oh, pretty. I like it.
I had to make it more relaxed for work because the other one was too intense.
Did they tell you that?
No, but
Okay.
since how state comes, I don't want them to tell me.
Okay.
That's extra bad.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I have. This is my second annual Halloween extravaganza auction. So if you click on it to, if you know, you say you're interested or going, then you'll have a reminder so you don't miss out. I hope to have a lot of cool heads, and I'm also going to have giveaways. All the giveaways will be painted styrofoam heads. Okay, so that coat went on quite well. Louisiana. Oh, it is Louisiana. Why did I think it was Louisiana? It's Louisiana. Okay. Oh, we have a New York. Just like Candy. Sherry's from New York. Awesome. Oh, wait. Sherry. Oh, that's two different Sherrys. Sorry, I'm like, wait a minute. Sherry said she's from Kentucky. Huh?
You know how much longer you'll be on?
No, not very well. Not too much. I'll hurry. It's actually going to be a while, dang it. Okay. Floated your boat means they shared. Oh, Regina, I have never seen that term. Thank you. Thank you so much because I saw that it said floated your boat and I was like, maybe I missed something. I don't know what that means. How funny. Carol Ann from Indiana. Awesome. Okay, I really love that. Floated your boat. Never heard that. Okay, let me get started on these petals so my husband don't get mad and say, hurry up, hurry up. I'm going to go ahead and put a canary. I'm going to get started with an all yellow base. Just check here. Okay. Because what we want is we want the tips to be the most yellow. So I like to get the base on there. And this is canary yellow. It's a satin deco art. Another New Yorker. Huh?
Any boys coming back here?
I think Crystal has to pick up Jason. Why? Oh, yeah, that probably won't be till late though.
Like 10 or 11?
I don't know. Can you take Poe? Okay, just getting the first coat of yellow. Again, this is going to be quite a while here, a little bit long. If you'd like to watch the replay, you could always share it to your page too, so you have easier to find. And I always say, don't worry about being perfect. Go a little bit out of the lines. I mean, you could always come back and do your touch-ups when you're all done. Just don't get too crazy out of the lines. I'm going a little bit out of the lines too because I want to thin out some of my outline. Some of it's kind of thick. In water. You know what? I've heard that. Not to say the S word. The SHARD, right? Yeah, that's when I learned about spreading the love and sprinkled and stuff. It's interesting. I don't really know why they don't like it said, but I have to be careful. I forget and I say it. I think if you say it, they're supposed to not show your video too much or something. No, what I'm thinking, because I know a lot of you are back east, maybe doing part of the petals and not doing the whole thing, so that you don't have to sit through all of this. I could always finish the petals offline. You're going to do the same thing to this one, exact same flower. You're going to do same coloring and everything. This one looks really pretty because it's going to have gold glitter. Oh wait, I made the leaf yellow, dang it. That's a leaf. I have to change that. Alright. Oh, looks a little messy right now, but it's going to be cleaned up. Alright, so I'm not going to do any more petals. I'm just going to work on these ones for now. Okay. Okay, so. Aw, thank you, Regina. Thank you so much. Let me get a swig of my Dr. Pepper. Okay. Cadmium orange is a beautiful orange. I use it on my wicked pumpkins. I have a little bit of burnt orange. Probably going to add in there. And the umber that was used, the burnt umber that we used here, which I'll do another coat. You want that open and ready to use as well because you want it to kind of blend into the flowers so it just looks like it's, you know, more real. So I'm going to get these shooken up. Actually, in 1 second, I'm doing one more quick coat of burgundy because like I told you, it takes a few coats and I like to get them done. I think this is the last coat, so I think it's 3. 3 coats seem to be sufficient. Uh-oh, there goes the fireworks again. Okay. That burgundy, I tell you, burgundy and the yellow just kind of really look cool together. I like the look. Okay, so now let's start working on the petals. Okay, then there's also going to be white, which is going to be some of the highlights in the petal, but we'll do that after we get the blending done. So let's start with, let me get some of this orange. This is the cadmium orange. A guest designer on Saturday, Regina said. What is Saturday? Is there one of the conference things going on? I may have missed if you guys mentioned it above. I didn't see. But congratulations. That sounds super awesome. Okay, so I'm going to come right down here and just kind of, I'll do like 2 at a time. All right. I'm just going to start pulling it upward. Got to get that first coat in there. Grab some more of the yellow. Got to be careful because you don't want the yellow to overpower, or the orange to overpower. Because, you know, it is a sunflower and mostly yellow. But I do like adding a little bit of extra of the orange because it just really makes the flower pop more. Okay. I want to check out this, oh wait, that was a cadmium. I want to check out the burnt orange to see what color it is. Hold on. I was thinking it might look kind of good down here on the bottom. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm just putting that burnt orange right over the cadmium orange. Let that sit for a second. Grab a little bit of my burnt umber. Just kind of put it under. See how I'm going into that? Don't worry about it. That's fine. Could always cover that up. Not a big deal. Some more yellow. It's just all about blending. This is the part that I told you it really can take a long time. And again, don't worry about if you go out of the lines, because you can do all your touch-ups and fix all that. The main thing is to keep those yellow tips. Like that. Get some of this burnt umber. I'm just gonna go back in and grab a little bit of black. I don't want too much, but I want to have that bottom part of the and I'm going to touch up the outline just so you have an idea of how the ending result looks on the petal. And having the outline, you want to make sure you keep it, because that's what really makes it pop. Oh, thank you, Gary. Thank you so much. It's very sweet of you to say. Whoa, I just dropped my brush. Dang it. Hold on. Okay. Then I'll actually, for those of you that might just be waiting to see the petal, I'll go ahead and put the highlight too on these two. But I tell you what really brings out this whole head is once you get the gold glitter. Once that gold glitter's on there, oh, it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. And do your best to try to have a nice blend so you don't have streaks. If your paint dries on you, you could always dab it in some water, you know, and it kind of starts it blending again. I have to tell you, I really like this burnt orange. Burnt orange is very pretty. So the way I achieve the look is just starting with the darker, going up, and then add a little of the light going up, and then going to the top and coming down with your yellow. That works for me. And to finish off your petal, you just want to add a highlight. And I'll show you how to do that. Thank you, Deborah. Norma is good, Gary. She's doing great. Absolutely great. Have to have her come over for a live. It's been a while. She was helping me. She was Mod Podging all kinds of heads for me. So we're going to come in We're just going to kind of follow the curve of the petal and just kind of do a little, just like that. See that? And then we're going to take a little bit more and just a little one right there. Just like that. And they don't have to be perfect. Just a little highlight on each petal. See, here's your ending result. That is what, whoa. That's the ending result. Okay. To watch and return tomorrow. I have to work. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, Susie. I know it's so late, and my husband's like, oh, I want to go lay down. So I'm going to just do probably another petal. And then I'm going to do some glitter on the nose and the leaves. I'll probably do glitter on this eye too. I just will not be finishing the petals online because it will be a long time. But I'm just going to, you know, like I'm showing you here, you guys won't have to watch all these because it is very time consuming. But thank you again for joining, and thank you all who have shared too. So I can show you how to do the glitter and stuff. Let me quickly get some gold on the eyelids and the nose because I need that before I can glitter. So this one actually is Martha Stewart. It's a beautiful gold. You can get it in any brand. I normally use a Deco Art, but my daughter-in-law gave me this one. It's very smooth. It's like a gel acrylic. Okay, so that's all you need because you're going to have glitter on that. Okay, and then on the nose, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and get it on this other eyelid. Thanks. Never get frustrated if you go out of the lines. You can correct anything. You can always go back and correct. Don't let it stress you or frustrate you. Okay. So now when I put my glitter on, and if any fall off, you're not going to be able to see. Okay. All right. Where's my... Let's get a leaf. I'll show you how I do the leaf. You're welcome, Harless. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. I know it is super late for you all back east, so you guys will get to see the finished picture tomorrow. And if you want to watch the replay, it'll be available to all of you. Thank you, Tracy. I love it too. It's a really pretty gold. But when I get that glitter on, it's going to look even better. Okay, so this is a beautiful deep evergreen by Deco Art. So I'm just going to go in and fill in all of it. The deeper the green, the more it's going to make the flower pop. So this is going to take more than one coat. So we'll get that first coat on there. Okay, there's the first coat, that leaf. Thank you, Gary. Huh?
Freaking out again.
I know. Did you give her medicine?
Not yet.
Yeah, there's popping all kinds I could hear.
Poor baby.
Just when I thought we were going to be fine, they start again. This year was the most fireworks I've ever heard and seen in our area ever. There was so many. Look at that green. That's only the first coat, but you see how it really makes your flower chart popping? So you like deco art the best for absolutely, Portia. I highly recommend deco art. I know there's a lot of other great brands out there, but that's my preference. I'm really happy with that brand, and I'm very familiar with it. I'm more familiar with what colors I like, you know. Okay, so that's coat number 1 for the green. We'll go ahead and let that dry. And look at, we could already put our glitter on our eyelids. Yeah, me too, Carol. I love it. Thank you, Venus. So I'll show this again. This is Martha Stewart Craft Soft Gel Watercolor Acrylic Craft Paint. This is gold. My daughter-in-law gave me this. The number is 18058 gold or Dorado. It's really nice. It's pretty by itself. So let me scoot some of this over, show you what I do with the glitter. I have more painting to do, but I'm just so excited to get that glitter on there and show you. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Normally I don't put any glitter until I'm done with the painting, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I'll just be extra careful. I'll try to be careful. So let me put this paper down. Or you know what? Let me do the nose and the eye first so I have a chance for the leaves, those leaves to dry. Okay, so where's my glitter? Here's my glitter. Again, I'm using the extra fine. Creatology is the brand of this, but you can use any brand. I love these. I love them because they stack. I have stacks of them. You just stick them on top of each other. Okay, and I use tacky glue, clear gel tacky glue. This works wonderful on my eyelashes as well. Terracotta pots, and I usually use deco art. Oh, yes, the terracotta pots painted looks so pretty. Yeah, deco art is really good. Really, really good. Then they have that, what, glitterific and stuff. The glitter paint, I use that a lot too. So make sure you put a good amount of your tacky glue, but don't put too much. If you put too much, it will run. I always say, you know, gravity, it'll pull it, it'll just start running. You don't want to do that. Just remember, wherever you put the tacky glue, that glitter is going to go, so be careful. Like right there. You don't want it super clumpy at all. Try to get right in that corner. And if you go over the outline, it's okay because you could brush it to brush the glitter into place. It's not a problem. Alright, so just sprinkle the glitter on there. And I just dab it. Just a little tap. Blow on it. Take a little flat brush. See, that's where I spilt some glitter. Okay, and then you can just move it. If it's not where you want it, just move it like this. You can move it anywhere. It works perfect. Okay, so now we're going to do the nose. Hate that when you miss a spot and you have to go back in because sometimes it gets a little clumpier. There. Right there. Okay. Okay, so that's part of it. Partially getting done. Put my glitter back in there. Alright. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait before I do that. I just don't want to have any trouble with that. So let me do another coat. I think I'm going to do another coat of the leaves, and then I'm going to call it a night because I showed you how to do the blending here and the highlight. You're going to do this exact same thing all the way around, and you're going to do that also to these petals here. Oh, I forgot to put green on there. I have to do that too. So it pretty much covers, you know, everything. And then the only other thing we need to do also is remember the lines that were underneath. You're just going to want to draw your lines back in with your outliner with black paint. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Portia. It is a really pretty head. I'm looking forward to doing the same head but without the scarecrow mouth, just with, you know, just the lips. Also, don't put the glitter until you're all the way done. I only did it for the sake of, you know, being a tutorial so you could see. But wait till everything's done, everything's dry. You know, because it does take a couple of coats. And then you could put your glitter. Once you do your glitter, you're going to go in and put your Duraclear. You want to use a brush that is firm, you know, not a super soft one that is kind of firm. Shake this up really good, put it in a bowl, dip it in there, or, you know me, I'll just go directly to the head. Better to put it in a bowl. Dip it and then just go all over your head. But for the glitter, you can put the Duraclear on your brush and dab it, but I highly recommend you buying a bottle of Crayon acrylic sealant for paint, and you just spray it. The bad thing about that spray that I hate the most is it smells super strong, so you want to put it outside somewhere where you're not breathing it. Once it's dry, there's no smell. It takes me usually an hour and a half to 2 hours to do a head from start to finish. This particular head takes longer because there's more work in the petals. So, but that's just kind of based on my group, my lives I do in my group. They averaged about that time frame. And again, it also greatly depends on what kind of head I'm making, you know. Now, when I tell you that time frame does not include prepping the head, meaning you're Mod Podging, you know, waiting for that to dry, and then finally putting your base coat on. That's not included because that's time consuming because you have to do your prepping, you know, Mod Podge, dry, paint, and all that. So if you were to add that time, then you're going to add a few hours to it. So before I let you go, I want to show you for the leaf. You could add a little depth to the leaf by using a lighter color, kind of look like the little veiny going down, you know, the leaf if you want. So I want to show you that before I let you go so that you have everything you need to know to make the head. And if you do try to make the head and you run into any problems that you don't find your answer by watching the tutorial, you can message me anytime. If I don't get back to you right away, I apologize. I'm super busy right now working on a lot of back orders, so I do my best to try to get back to everybody as soon as possible. Sometimes it's a little later, but I will get back to you. Hi, Maria. Okay, so when you're doing your leaf, oh, I forgot to put my brush in the water. Wait, when you're doing your leaf, don't forget to make sure you go back and, so you have separation here. Go back and put your outline. You don't want to lose your outline. Your outline is important for this head because it makes everything else more striking and stand out really, really good. So normally I don't put my outline when the paint is still wet, but oh, see, we were already at an hour and a half. So you figure if I didn't do all this talking and I didn't have tons of petals, I would have already had a head done. So it averages about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I think that's pretty accurate to say. I think it's probably fair to say that this particular head would be a 2 hour head. And then of course you got your petals there. Okay, so got your outline back. Forgot one. I was hoping to have this head done tonight, but I'm gonna have to take this to my daughter's tomorrow when I go over there and finish it. Okay, leave that because I got a lot of touch-ups to do. So you could take another green. Which one did I have out? I have the Hauser green. I have, let's see, I have Leprechaun. I don't remember what color I used. I used a really light one. Let's see. How about let's try leaf green. It's actually for a leaf. Let's shake it really good. Whoa. That's fine. I knew there had to be something to weigh it down. Thank you. Okay, so this is leaf green. This is by Ceramicoat. I can never pronounce it correctly. I have a few of this brand, which I like. So nothing fancy. Just go ahead and put your little line with a curve, you know. Just let it blend in. If it looks too strong, you could go back with your darker paint because I just made that line too thick. Just kind of blend it in with the paint, the darker green. Also, you can pull out some of the, to make it look like little veins that leaves have. Add some more. It's pretty light. There's a lot of ways you can make leaves to look really, really pretty, but this is the technique used on the head that I made, so there's not a lot to it. It's just very simple. Okay, just simple. Okay, just a little depth there. Give it a little more leafy look. So it's super late. Super late. I know it's late for a lot of you, and my husband's so much trying to go to sleep. So I'm going to have to let you go. But I'm going to finish this tomorrow at my daughter's house. I will tell you, also, just so you know, because I wanted to try to show you everything you needed to do. You'll want to get eyelashes. I highly recommend you buy eyelashes from Wish because you can get large quantities for a really, really low price. Okay. There are other brands that you can purchase reasonable if you need to go to the store and buy. Probably Walmart. If I want really, really fancy 3D huge lashes, you know, and I do find those at CVS, but it could run a pretty penny. So I didn't use this kind. Hold on, let me see what I used last time. Okay, I did not use these kind. I'm just curious what it'll look like. Hold on. These are very spiky. These are from Wish. They're really nice. But I don't know. Just to get an idea without gluing it yet. And they're big. Big. There's that kind. Good night, Venus. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all who shared and liked. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Candy. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining. So I don't know which lashes I'm going to use, but you'll be able to see the picture tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you all again soon. Very soon. There I am sometimes at Dollar Store. Dollar Store has lashes. And actually, if you go online to Dollar Store, you can buy their lashes too. But you have to buy them. The quantity, I can't remember. My daughter looked it up for me. I think you have to buy them online in like batches of maybe 24 or something like that. But it's a very good deal. You know, they're only $1 a lash. So, yes. You're very welcome. Thank you all. Thank you. And I really appreciate it, truly, for you all being here. Have a good night. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.